On the evening of March 12, 2003, a 911 dispatcher in rural Lincoln County received a call from a woman who said only 6 words before the line went dead. The recording was sealed, the address was redacted, and the case file, officially, does not exist. This is the story of a call that was never supposed to be remembered. Lincoln County sits along the southeastern edge of a state that most people drive through without stopping. Population, just under 18,000. Farmland, 2-lane highways, and a sheriff's department with fewer than 30 officers on rotation. In March of 2003, the county operated a single emergency dispatch center. All 911 calls were routed through one switchboard. Standard protocol required every call to be logged, time, location, nature of emergency, and every recording archived for a minimum of 7 years. On the night of March 12th at 11:43 p.m., a call came in from a landline registered to a residential address on County Road 47. The dispatcher on duty was a woman named Sharon Ellsworth, a 12-year veteran with no prior disciplinary record. According to the internal timestamp, the call lasted 9 seconds. What was said in those 9 seconds has never been officially confirmed. But 3 people who worked in that building, 2 dispatchers and 1 sheriff's deputy, have described the same 6 words spoken by a female voice. He's inside. He's not supposed to. And then, silence. No hang-up tone, no background noise, just dead air. Sharon Ellsworth flagged the call immediately. She tried to redial. No answer. She dispatched 2 patrol units to the address. Standard procedure. Estimated response time, 11 minutes. What those officers found when they arrived has never been made public. And the 911 recording, the one that should have been stored in the county's archive, was removed from the system within 72 hours. The call comes in. Female voice. Calm at first, then urgent. 6 words before the line cuts. Sharon Ellsworth marks it as a potential emergency. She doesn't wait for a callback. She sends 2 units. Deputies Roger Haynes and Michael Pruitt are dispatched. Both are experienced. Both have worked nights in Lincoln County for over 5 years. Neither has a history of filing incomplete reports. The deputies arrive at the address on County Road 47. It's a single-story house, white siding, detached garage, 1 vehicle in the driveway, lights on inside. They knock. No answer. They announce themselves. No movement. They circle the property. Rear door unlocked. According to dispatch logs, Deputy Haynes radios in at 11:58 p.m. He requests a supervisor on scene. He does not state why. Sergeant Dale Moss arrives. He enters the residence with both deputies. No official report describes what was found inside. But at 12:22 a.m., Sergeant Moss makes a call, not to dispatch, but directly to Sheriff Tom Ridley's personal line. Ridley was off duty. He arrives at the scene 23 minutes later. By 1 a.m., the house is sealed. No crime scene tape, no additional units, no coroner. By 1:30 a.m., Sheriff Ridley orders all personnel to leave the property. He remains inside for another 40 minutes, alone. At 9:17 a.m., Sharon Ellsworth is called into a meeting with Sheriff Ridley and the county's legal advisor, a man named Howard Pence. She is told that the 911 call from the previous night was part of an ongoing investigation. She is instructed not to discuss it. She is told the recording will be handled by state authorities. She is not given a case number. She is not asked to write a statement. The 911 recording is no longer in the county's archive system. According to a later audit, the file was manually deleted by an administrator account. No name attached. No retrieval possible. The address on County Road 47 is listed in property records as vacant. The last recorded owner, a woman named Diane Heller, age 34. No forwarding address. No known relatives in the area. A search of state database shows no missing person report filed under her name. No death certificate. no hospital admissions. Deputies Haynes and Pruitt are reassigned to administrative duties within the week. Both leave the department by the end of the year. Neither has spoken publicly about the call. Sergeant Moss retires in 2005. He declines all interview requests. Sheriff Ridley serves until 2011. He passes away in 2017. His personnel files contain no mention of the incident. Howard Pence, the legal advisor, left Lincoln County in 2004. His current whereabouts are unknown. Sharon Ellsworth continued working as a dispatcher until 2008. She resigned without explanation. In a brief phone conversation in 2019, she confirmed she remembered the call. When asked what the woman on the line said, she replied, "I was told not to talk about it, and I won't." She hung up before a follow-up question could be asked. There are 3 documents that should exist and don't. First, the incident report filed by Deputies Haynes and Pruitt, standard procedure after any 911 dispatch. It was never logged. Second, the 911 recording itself, archived automatically, deleted manually, no explanation on record. Third, any documentation of what was found inside the house on County Road 47. No evidence inventory, no photographs, no follow-up from the county coroner or state police. In 2011, a Freedom of Information Act request was filed by a local reporter seeking records related to emergency calls on County Road 47 between 2000 and 2005. The request was denied. Reason given: no responsive records. A second request, filed in 2016, asked specifically for dispatch logs from March 12, 2003. The response this time was different. The request was acknowledged, but the logs provided had been redacted. Entire pages blacked out. No explanation. At the bottom of the final page, a handwritten note. See file UNF-2003-047, restricted access. No such file exists in any public or county database. Diane Heller's name appears in 3 places after March 2003. A utility shutoff notice in May, a forwarded tax statement in June, and a single entry in a state employment database showing her last day of work, March 11, 2003. 1 day before the call. There is no grave, no obituary, no social media presence, no next of kin listed in any county or state record. The house on County Road 47 was demolished in 2009. The lot remains empty, and the 911 call, 9 seconds long, 6 words spoken, remains classified under a designation that doesn't officially exist. Some files are closed because the case is solved. Others are closed because the case is cold. But some files are closed because someone decided they should never be opened. This is one of them. If you've worked in emergency services, law enforcement, or records management in Lincoln County between 2000 and 2010, and you remember this case, you know how to reach us. Until then, the file stays unfound.